This will be the most important video you have ever watched in your entire life. Make sure that you watch the complete video in order to get all the value from this video. I am going to be talking about how corporate America is taking advantage of you. This is exactly why you should quit your job as soon as you can, and exactly why you should. What's going on, subscribers? Welcome back to the Flaming Profits YouTube channel. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. You definitely don't want to miss any of our amazing videos where we talk about how to become a more profitable investor in the stock market, as well as how to do better with your overall finances. So make sure you subscribe. We've been growing very strong and we're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. So thank you all so much. Please make sure you like this video as well. It really helps get this message across to different people like you. It will be fair if everybody would watch this video, so make sure you do it. And leave me a comment down below what you thought of this video at the end. Now, I do want to give you the opportunity to get 3 free stocks. One with Robinhood, the other 2 with Webull. And then I also want to give you the opportunity to get $10 with M1 Finance. This is a brokerage that I use every single day. You can get a link in the description to get $10 for you to get started investing. And then this Discover Secure credit card, they'll give you $50 sign-up bonus. Alright, let's get to the video. Alright, so the majority of United States citizens are employees. That means that we are trading our time for money. If we show up for work, we get paid. What we're doing as an employee is we're basically allowing someone to rent our mind, our bodies, our voice, so that they can use it so that the business makes more money. They're basically renting us for an hourly amount that you agree upon. Obviously, some people get paid more from others, and you might wonder, why do some people get paid more than others? That's because the people that get paid more are more valuable to the marketplace. So if you want to get paid more for your time, you must become more valuable to the company. Every time a company decides to hire you, it means that they're going to be able to make more money by having you. So they actually don't pay you all the value that they're getting from you. They make a lot more money from you than what they actually decide to pay you. But being an employee is the worst thing that you can do. This is the worst way for you to make money, because you're trading your time, and your time is the most valuable asset that you have. Once you spend it, you can't get it back. It's not an infinite resource. It's definite. It's gonna end anytime. So you need to be cautious about using your time for money. It is not a smart thing to do. And also, you get taxed the most by being an employee. Out of all these different positions that you can be in, employees get taxed the most. The reason why a lot of us are employees is because it's what we've been taught by our families, our friendships, our society, our community that we live in. Almost everyone is grown up to have an employee mindset, where you go to school, you study a profession, and then you work as an employee. Almost nobody else teaches you how to do anything else. Being an employee is kind of the standard. And being an employee is also the easiest thing to do, because it doesn't require any risk. If you show up, you get paid. It doesn't cost you any money. You show up and you get paid. So it's one of the easiest ways to make money, but you are trading a very special resource, which is time. So now let's talk about the next step, which is better than being an employee, but still not good at all. And that is called being self-employed. So when you are self-employed, you basically own a job. A lot of professionals who are doctors, lawyers, they might be self-employed, which is the doctor doesn't work for a hospital. They have their own location where you can go see him and get treated by him, because he is a certified doctor, so he doesn't necessarily have to work for a hospital. That's just if they want to. A lawyer can have their own law firm where they work for themselves. So they don't go work for a law firm. They create their own law firm and they have their own customers. So self-employed is kind of a level up from being an employee because you do not have a boss. If you want to take a day off, you can being self-employed. But it's also kind of a trap because it might seem better than being an employee, but it is a trap because you're still reliant on your time. When you're self-employed, if you take the day off, you are not going to get paid because you get paid based on the time that you put in and the jobs that you do. If you're a dentist and you don't clean someone's teeth, you're not going to get paid being self-employed and you're reliant on yourself. There's no way to multiply yourself. You just have to do every single job yourself. So that's the problem with being self-employed. A lot of people who go from being an employee to self-employed are usually happy, but they're mistaken. They're actually doing themselves a harm. And a lot of the times, people who are self-employed, they would probably make more money just by being an employee. They only like being self-employed because it gives them a little bit more freedom. But if they were an employee, they would probably make more money because you have to be a certain kind of person to be self-employed. You have to be good with time management. You have to be good at basically having responsibility, business mindset. You have to know how to manage jobs, how to get clients, and all of that. So about 90% of everyone is either an employee or they're self-employed. That is the majority of the United States. Almost no one gets to be a business owner or investor, and I'm going to talk about why that is. But it is definitely better on the other side. You should put every effort you can into stop being an employee and stop being self-employed because the best is when you become a business owner or investor. So let's talk about becoming a business owner. So when you're a business owner, you get people to work for you. So people are making money for you that you hire, and this is a very, very good spot to be in because at this point you're not necessarily tied to the being a self-employed individual. You have other people that have the ability and are running your business, and you're still gonna get paid. So you don't necessarily need to be active in the business. You can be in Hawaii somewhere, but you're still gonna be making money because you have employees working in your business that are still continuing to make money. And you can hire managers, CEOs, executives, and all those people are in charge of managing your business. Their job is to manage your business. So this is why being a business owner is definitely something that we must do because it will ultimately give you the most profits than anything else. Remember how I say a wage makes you a living, but profits make you a fortune? By being a business owner, you're directly receiving profits, not a wage. You are not getting paid a paycheck. You're getting paid on your results of your business. Obviously, when you start a business, it is going to require your time, but eventually, once you grow it to a certain level, it can operate by itself without needing attention from you. So if you're going to work hard at a job, you might as well work hard in a business because if you work hard for 40 years as an employee, at the end of those 40 years, that job will not give you anything else after that. Maybe retirement, but that's basically your money. They're not going to continue to pay you. You're not going to get a percentage of the company because you're an employee. The employer doesn't owe you anything. The only way they're going to pay you is if you trade your time for money. So you might as well spend all that effort creating something that's yours, something that you own, that has your name. By being a business owner, it is something that you built and it's a resource that you have forever, even after you stop working for it. And that is the beauty of becoming a business owner. You're leveraging people and receiving money from that. And you also get to help a lot of people because jobs is essential in our basically for the United States to run, you need to have jobs. And entrepreneurs, people who own businesses, are able to provide jobs for a lot of people. So it's also a benefit to society by becoming a business owner. That's why business owners get a lot of tax deductions and they don't get taxed a lot compared to being an employee because you're more valuable to the United States. So now let's talk about the next step, which is becoming an investor. Alright, so being an investor is the holy grail of cash flow. By you becoming an investor, it does not require time, it does not require effort, it just requires money. If you have money and you know where to put your money at to make more money, you're gonna be able to make a lot more money than you can by being an employee, self-employed, or a business owner. An investor leverages money for more money. But here's the key. To become an investor, you need money. So let's say a good professional makes about $5,000 a month. So if you want to become an investor and you want to make those $5,000 a month, do you know how much money that would take? So let's say the average return of the market is 5%. Sometimes it's lower, sometimes it's higher, but on average it's about 5%, 5 to 8%, but let's say 5% for this scenario. To make $5,000 a month to replace your job, you know how much money you would need to do that? You would need $1.7 million. Around that figure, that's how much money you need to have invested in order for you to not have to work and still continue to receive $5,000 a month. So let me ask you this. Do you have $1.7 million right now? The answer is probably no. And that's the reason why a lot of people shouldn't be investing. We shouldn't focus too much on investing because that is the wrong thing to focus on right now. What is one way that you can create $1.7 million? Is it by being an employee? No. Tell me of one employee that has $1.7 million. Very rarely do you have an employee that has that much kind of money. Does the self-employed individual have $1.7 million? Maybe, but not really. Does the business owner have $1.7 million? Yes, more than likely. All kinds of businesses, Walmart, grocery stores, any business you can think of, they have millions, billions of dollars. Once you become a business owner, then you can become an investor. So even though you aspire to become an investor, it is your duty to become a business owner first because investing requires money and a lot of money. You can't become a successful investor just with investing with $20,000, $50,000, $100,000. You need a lot of money for it to be actually worthwhile. So focus your time on becoming a business owner. It is basically the key to you for your success. If you focus on being an employee, you will be stuck trading your time for money. If you become self-employed, if that's all you do, you're going to be trading time for money your whole life as well. It's definitely a level up from being an employee, but it's not where you want to be, trust me. Becoming a business owner is what you need to focus on every single day. And even if you're still an employee, you need to transition into becoming a business owner because that will eventually lead you to become an investor. And that is where you want to be. So number one, focus on becoming a business owner. And make sure you understand this concept very well because this will save you from basically becoming an employee. Whenever you're an employee, the employer is just renting your head, your body, your voice. So make sure you don't get taken advantage. Do what you can to succeed in life and accomplish everything that you want to because you can. Life is not something that is determined already for you. You get to make it what you want. So make your choices because your life is on your fingertips. If you succeed, that's going to be on you. If you don't succeed, it's going to be on you. So it's based on your effort. So do whatever you can in your power to become a business owner.
Before I go, I do want to share a special video that kind of recaps everything that I was talking about, and maybe it'll make a little bit more sense to you.
Entrepreneurial legends, Kim Kiyosaki, how are you?
Great.
Robert Kiyosaki.
How you doing?
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Rich Woman. How many books have you guys sold worldwide, estimated?
Well, just Rich Dad Poor Dad alone is estimated legally produced. There's a lot of pirated copies. 33 million.
33 million books.
7 years on a New York Times bestseller list, but who's counting?
Who's counting? No big deal. Talk to people about why network marketing is such a good entrepreneurial decision in the crazy landscape that we deal with in today's economy.
Well, as we know, there's fewer and fewer jobs. American corporations say they're hiring, but they're not hiring in America, they're hiring overseas. But more than that is that the reason I endorse network marketing is most people are addicted to the paycheck. And the paycheck is one of the most sinister plots ever pulled upon a human being. If you need a paycheck, you've sold your soul. You know, you sold your body, your mind, your spirit, and your emotions. You sit there in fear of losing your job, or can I get a raise, or, you know, will I get promoted? I mean, and then why would you do that? Another thing about the reason we endorse network marketing, we don't think of it as a network marketing. We think of it as entrepreneur development. Because if you need a paycheck, this is not your business. You know, we build businesses. So sometimes when Kim and I do a deal, we may not receive a paycheck for 5, 6 years. You know, and so these guys come, oh, am I going to get rich quick? You know, and some people do. I don't know if you do or not. But that is an employee, get rich, loser mindset. And so the thing that network marketing does is really kind of cure you of that loser paycheck, get rich quick mentality and actually build a business. You know, we build businesses, and that's how we're rich. But we didn't get rich quick, and I don't need a paycheck, and I never want a paycheck. So that's kind of a revolutionary thought to most people up there who went to school to get good grades and get a job. You know, and then you get a high-paying job, and the higher-paying job, you pay higher taxes, and you wonder why you never get ahead. That's because you went to school to get a job and a paycheck. You've got to get away from the paycheck, and sometimes it might take 2, 3 years to get away from that. And that's what network marketing teaches people. It's an entrepreneur's mindset. It's an entrepreneur's spirit, not a loser employee, I need a paycheck mentality.
I love that. I love that. The fact of the paycheck being evil.
It's evil. Well, just look at the tax system. Just the people that have paychecks pay the highest taxes. Now, why would you do that? When if you had a little financial education, you had a business, the tax laws swing to your favor immediately. If you have a full-time job, we're not saying quit your job, keep a full-time job, you know, then start a part-time business, and then call your accountant. Because the moment you start a part-time business, the tax laws shift to your favor. So all of these guys who are crying the blues, I'm paying too much in taxes, because you're a loser. You're working for a paycheck. Get it? You know what I mean? You don't want a paycheck. What you want is passive income. You know, you want income that comes from assets, not from labor. It's a very different mindset. So if you want to get rich quick, that's a bad mindset.
Yeah.
Terrible
the
mindset.
other thing too about that entrepreneurial mindset is because I see a lot of people and their comment is I don't have any money. I can't do this because I don't have money. I can't invest because I don't have any money. I can't build a business because I don't have any money. Yet by not having money, because when we started out,
I was down $820,000. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money to most people. My friend Donald Trump was down $1 billion. Didn't stop us. We just keep going.
That's the point. We didn't have money to start our business. We didn't have money to invest, but it didn't stop us, and we kept figuring it out. And because of that, it made us smarter. It made us more creative. We had to figure out how to get the money. We had to figure out how to sell ourselves and sell our ideas. I mean, not having the money actually was a benefit. But so many people are afraid of not having money that they don't take that step.
And the very skills it takes to be a great entrepreneur is required in network marketing. You start with nothing. You're asking people to work for no paycheck, and you have to build a business. Your hardest task in network marketing is taking that loser need a paycheck mentality and transforming it. If you can do that, you'll be successful. I'm not saying it's easy, but that is your job. And the reason Kim and I endorse network marketing is because unemployment keeps going through the roof, wages keep coming down, and we keep saying to our kids, go to school, get a paycheck. I mean, we're killing our kids that way. We're killing their spirit. You need a paycheck. Every time you take a paycheck, you sell your soul, you sell your mind, you sell your emotions, you sell your body.
And your time.
And your time, well, same thing. But anyway, that's why we endorse it. And for America to go back to prosperity, or the world to go back to prosperity, we need more entrepreneurs. We don't need any more employees. Get it?
You actually sell your freedom.
Yeah.
You sell your freedom when
That's the
when you get
biggest part.
addicted to
People
that
talk about
paycheck.
financial freedom. They don't know what it's like to not need a paycheck. The moment you don't need a paycheck, you're free. And then people say, well, what if you lose everything? Well, we didn't have anything to start. we can make it back again.
It's about the skills, isn't it? Because
It's skill set.
like you say, it's not about having resources or
No.
money or investment to start. It's about being resourceful. It's about you find a way as an entrepreneur. You find a way. You don't have enough money to get your inventory. You find a way. You solve that problem. You don't have this or that. You just find a way. Like when you were $800,000 in debt, you found a way. When Donald Trump was $1 billion in debt, he found a way.
Right,
you know.
right. It's the skills, it's the confidence, it's the self-assuredness, all of that.
So it just really kind of cracks me up. I mean, it's not funny, but it's kind of cruel, but it's also funny. You know, you go, why would you sell your soul for a paycheck when you're going to pay tax? It doesn't make sense. If you build a business, you make more money and don't pay tax, but it takes time. And once you have it, it's like riding a bicycle. Once you learn how to build a business, you're not afraid of losing the business anymore. Because if you take it away, you'll do it again. It's like with a bicycle, you fall down, get back up. But people have never fallen down, never rode a bicycle, never learned to walk. You're always afraid of losing that paycheck. And that's, you sold your soul.
Yeah. So one, working together is amazing. Two, with what's going on in the world, working for a paycheck is
It's insane.
is a bad game. It's a bad.
It's an old
decision.
idea. It's an old idea. Employees are industrial age ideas. I wrote that book, Business of the 21st Century. Business of the 21st Century is your entrepreneurs, you build business, and you work for passive income, not, what do you call that, paycheck income.
Paycheck income. Yeah, we got to come up with some nasty name for that.
No, it's called ordinary income.
Ordinary.
There are three kinds of income: ordinary, portfolio, and passive. And employees work for ordinary. When you save money, that's ordinary income. When you invest in a 401k, it's ordinary income. You're the biggest losers. I mean, they teach you to be the biggest losers. Go to school, get a job, work hard for ordinary income, save money, ordinary income, and invest in a 401k. Ordinary income. You got to be nuts.
And,
What-
and when you're building your network marketing business, you are working for passive income. Because and once I got that idea of changing my mindset from focusing on ordinary income on the paycheck and income coming in from work to passive income, that made all the difference.
And the government gives you tax incentives for passive income because you're doing what the government wants you to do, like provide jobs, and we build houses, and we also invest in oil wells. We need oil. But if you put your money in a savings account and a 401k, they tax you. I think that's funny, personally. Why would you do that? Why would you say to a kid, go to school, work hard, save money, and invest in a 401k and gets taxed to death?
Before we turn the cameras on, you were talking about people going back to school.
Yeah.
The huge rise in college debt.
Well, let me show you these charts, okay? This is a chart called Sallie Mae. Sallie Mae is like Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and all this other stuff. But Sallie Mae shows the cost of college debt is going up. It's now over $1 trillion. College debt is worse than credit card debt. And I won't go into why. But college debt is now higher than credit card debt. But worst of all, when you look at this next chart, you'll see wages of college graduates are going down. That's pretty cruel. So these kids, the parents are saying to the kid, go back to school. If the parents go back to school, they get deeper in debt and their wages go down. And this next chart is even more disturbing. What you'll see here is a chart of what's happening to the middle class. Middle class income is going this way, not this way. And then the last chart, well, the second to last chart is this. This is the chart of working poor. So where's the middle class going? They're now in the working poor. And this is food stamp usage. Over the years, food stamp usage keeps going up. These people are good people, hardworking. The trouble is they don't make enough money to survive. Now the good news is they're perfect candidates for network marketing, stuff like this. But you look at what's going on in America, so people are on food stamps now. Or you can just go an entitlement program and pay no tax at all, and that's going up also. So America's in a mess. But the biggest threat, I think, coming up is Social Security. That's for guys my age. Look at Social Security. It's now bankrupt. It is today bankrupt. And many people are saying, oh, I'm going to count on Social Security. I said, you may as well count on the Easter Bunny or Santa Claus. You've got to wake up. And so this is the very last chart. This is the national debt of America. It just keeps going up. So if you're going to school, getting a job, working hard, saving money, counting on 401k, Social Security, and think the government's going to take care of you, you may as well bet on Santa Claus.
All right, so there we go, subscribers. That is how you do it. Let's go out there and build our big business. Let's build some passive income. Let's go do it. That is the key to success. Let's stop being taken advantage of, and let's start building something for ourselves that will actually be ours, something that you are passionate about, because it will be difficult, it will be challenging, but if you're not failing, you're not gonna succeed. So there we go. Thank you all so much. Like this video, comment down below, subscribe. Thank you all so much. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.